Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, because right now on the 4-hour time frame, we pretty much have every bullish signal flashing. So is this really going to be the breakout blasting Bitcoin off to 80K, or are we going to see a reversal in the price here? That is exactly what I am going to analyze in this video today. So let's get right into it. Starting off with this descending channel that Bitcoin has been consolidating in ever since the top at 73K. So a couple of weeks at this point. A while ago on the channel here, I talked about this descending line of resistance in the RSI momentum indicator for Bitcoin. And as soon as we saw a trend line break here, I confirmed that we would likely be seeing a reversal in the trend after we got this downtrend. So we have seen a nice 15 to 16% move to the upside since giving out that signal. Though I do want to say, before I get too bullish here, so long as we did not break out above this descending channel right here, everything is still on the table. So for example, we have this resistance right here sitting at about 70.4K as of the time of recording. However, so long as we are still consolidating inside this pattern, we can still go to the bottom of this range, which as of the time of recording is sitting at 57.8K. And of course, I'm not calling for a move like this to happen. I am just saying that that is still a possibility so long as we are just trading inside this range. Although I must say, taking a look at this 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, this breakout from this symmetrical triangle pattern is looking very convincing, and it has a price target of 75,000 US dollars. So we got a breakout, retest, and then a resumption from there, as I talked about in yesterday's video. So this is a very bullish pattern, and that is important to keep in mind, especially if you are shorting this move right now. However, I must also give you the flip side of this, because we cannot just be turbo bullish and expect the price to just go shoot up straight to 74K. Because for example, right here, we have big Fibonacci resistance, the 0.786 Fibonacci level sitting at 70.1 to 2K, roughly speaking. We also have this high right here at 70.3K. So this pocket here is likely going to be a big level of resistance for Bitcoin. Although if you do see something like this, a breakout, retest, and resumption from there, then yes, very likely we will be seeing a lot more bullish momentum shortly here. And if this was any other scenario, I would be extremely bullish right now. However, we do have this CME gap right here sitting at 67.5K. So yes, not every CME gap has to get filled. However, it is most likely that at some point it will get filled, because over 90% of CME gaps get filled. So that would mean that the price is somehow going to reverse back to the downside, getting somewhere close to this price level before we can then see another move either to the upside or to the downside. Maybe this is that one time where the CME gap doesn't get filled, but 9 out of 10 times the CME gap does get filled. So it is much more likely that that will happen. So as of right now, I am very happy with this pump, and my spot bags are pumping a lot, obviously. However, I am currently not max long with high leverage on this trade, because personally, I do think there is still a big risk of this CME gap getting filled at some point. Now, before I continue with the Bitcoin analysis here, if you do want to join the Road to 1 Million community on Discord, you can do it with the first link in the description of this video. Currently, there's over 700 people inside this Discord server, and it is very active in here with people trading crypto every single day, sharing their analysis and just talking about crypto in general. And also, I do have trading signals that you can get access to for free. For example, yesterday we longed this move to the upside and then shorted this move to the downside, leading to a nice long and short trade in profits. So if you want to get access to that for free, join the Discord server and take a look at this trading signals access channel, because all you have to do is register to MEXC or Blowfin. And you can also do that with the link in the description of this video. They are two exchanges that I'm affiliated with, and you can trade with leverage with fees as low as 0.01% for spot and leverage trading, as well as claim bonuses up to $1,000 on MEXC for trading and depositing on MEXC. However, if you cannot register or cannot KYC on MEXC, then I recommend checking out Blowfin, where you can trade with up to 150x leverage without KYC. All you need is an email address. You can also, again, get up to $500 in trading and depositing bonuses simply for trading on Blowfin. So go check that out. And if you do end up registering, make sure to send me a message on Discord or just tag me in the Discord server so I can give you access to the trading signals. So continuing with the Bitcoin analysis here, taking a look at the 4-hour time frame, we broke out of this smaller descending channel on the 4-hour time frame. And exactly like I said in my recent videos, if we break out from this descending channel, likely more bullish momentum is coming soon. And that's exactly what we are seeing right now. Though I do again want to mention the CME gap, because last time we pretty much got a 9% pump to the upside after then just immediately after filling the CME gap at this level right here. So currently the CME gap is sitting roughly at this level. Potentially we will see something again where we get a big pump to the upside and then still end up filling the CME gap just a little bit later on. Last time it was actually on Thursday that we ended up filling the CME gap. So that is important to keep in mind, even though, yes, basically every bullish signal is currently flashing. So yeah, let's just see how it plays out. Now taking a look at this 4-hour time frame for the support and resistance levels, because right here, Bitcoin is currently testing this level of resistance at 70.5K. And in the case that we do trade above that, then likely we will be heading up to this next level of resistance from 71K all the way up to 73,000 US dollars for the Bitcoin price, with a lot of resistance going to be right here at 71.5K. Though in the case that we do get a rejection from here, then likely we will be falling into this level right here from 70,000 all the way down to 68.5K. And in terms of support below that, the next level of support is at 67.2K. So now taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat maps on the 24-hour time frame, you can see that there's a lot of liquidity right here sitting at 70.8K. And then above that, it seems that on the 24-hour time frame, there isn't too much liquidity. I guess there is some at 71.5K, but that is about it. So that is important to take note of if you are in a long position right now, especially considering that even on the 4-hour time frame, we are about to reach into overbought territory, while in all other lower time frames, we are already in deep overbought territory. So that is important to pay attention to, because usually when we reach overbought territory, yes, it can of course go a little bit higher, but usually when we are in deep overbought territory, typically you would need to see the RSI reset a little bit back to around this 50 level in order to then make its next move to the upside or to the downside. And the way the RSI resets is either by the price just getting some choppy sideways price action, or even getting a little bit of bearish momentum. So I do expect that, yes, even though it can pump a little bit more at some point, sometime soon, we are going to see Bitcoin take a little bit of a breather here in order to reset that RSI. And of course, in the best case scenario, if you are long, that is just by the price trading sideways. But of course, remember, it can also be some bearish momentum. Now taking a look at Ethereum on the daily time frame, because a couple of weeks ago, we saw that Ethereum did not manage to clear above the 0.786 Fibonacci level at $4,000. And now again, after getting this massive push to the upside, we can see Ethereum again potentially targeting this 4K level. So if you do see a continued push to the upside, make sure to pay attention to that level, because it is a massive level of resistance. And in the case that we do get a sharp pullback right now, then the next Fibonacci level of support is going to be the 0.618 Fibonacci level at 33.30. Although, of course, there are a lot of support levels in between the current price and that 0.618 Fibonacci level. So let's go take a look at those right now. So taking a look at the 1-hour time frame for Ethereum right now, you can see that yesterday we did not clear this level of resistance sitting at 38.50. So we got a bit of a rejection from there, falling perfectly into this level of support, sitting from 3,800 down to 37.50, where we have now seen a bounce in the immediate short term here. So in the case we do break through that 38.50 level, flipping it into a level of support, then likely we will be heading up to this next level of resistance sitting at 39.20 for the price of Ethereum. Although if we do lose this as a level of support at 37.50, flipping it into a level of resistance, likely we will be heading lower to this 36.50 level. So those are the important price levels to pay attention to for Ethereum in the immediate short term. Now taking a look at Solana, which recently also did not clear above the 0.786 Fibonacci level a couple of weeks ago. So after trading all the way to the 0.5 Fibonacci level sitting at $163, we have tested it multiple times, but have now seen a nice bounce to the upside. So if we do continue this push to the upside, the next level of resistance is going to be the 0.618 Fibonacci level at $174. So now taking a look at the support and resistance levels for Solana, you can see that Solana is right now in a level of resistance sitting from 166 all the way up to $171 for the price of Sol. Though in the case that we do break out of there, flipping it into a level of support, then likely we will be heading up to this next level of resistance from 176 all the way up to $181 for the price of Solana. Though in terms of support, because we can of course get a rejection from here, there is some support at 164. That again, the Fibonacci level at 163, but if we trade below that, likely we will be heading to this next level of support at $160. However, for now, I do think that that is about it for the bearish scenarios. One last thing for Solana you really should look out for in terms of the trend and the momentum in the market are these two trend lines, because first of all, we had this downtrend recently on the 4-hour time frame, because after we broke this downtrend here, we actually started trading in this little uptrend right here. And in yesterday, I talked about this trend line saying we need to hold this as a level of support if you do want to see a continuation to the upside here for Solana. We have held it as a level of support, and as of the time of recording, it is sitting at $165. However, do remember that this does trend up over time, because in the case that we do break this uptrend, it is likely that we might be seeing some bearish momentum soon. This has been today's market update video. Don't forget to check out those MEXC and Blowfin links to get access to the trading signals or just joining the Discord server in general. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.